wasn't 100% sure that it was working correctly, so there was some toasting issues.
Yeah, I had expected a hot plate griddle, and it turns out what we had here, and I forgot, it's not that. It's 2 burners, and I needed to toast buns on like a griddle. That was my plan.
She's a pro.
So I'm like, oh, well, that's not going to work. So I then, yes, Emily's right. We had to look for a backup solution. When we saw the toaster oven in the kitchen, we quickly stole it and used that to toast the buns. So the toast's not as good as I'd like. I'm just putting that out there.
I will give you a pass on how toasty the buns are.
Yes.
But I'm not going to give you a pass on everything else I see.
What's your problem? You haven't even tasted
First of all, you
yet.
don't need to be defensive yet.
Well, you just said you have a problem with everything else you've seen, so I don't know how else I could take that.
Fair enough.
Didn't sound like a compliment.
It's not.
Okay.
Well, it was offensive to me.
Yeah.
That you came out and said, I think I can recreate the McRib, which you know how important the McRib is to me.
Yes.
And so to say that and to claim that is pretty risky.
It's a wild accusation.
It's pretty wild just to throw that out there.
I looked at the recipe and I'm like, I can do that. Okay. I can nail that.
Well, you also said that about the Benihana fried rice.
And that was terrible.
And it was not good.
I did great.
Sky, you have 3 people who have nothing to gain here who are telling you it does not taste anything like the Benihana fried rice, which we had on Friday.
Yeah, it just tasted like
it lacks
okay
some soy,
fried rice.
It lacks some soy
bland.
sauce, but everybody did enjoy it for fried rice. It did get consumed, I should say.
I ate it all. I was hungry.
Yes. And if you're saying it tastes, I recreate something, you can't just say, well, I made fried rice, and that's basically Benihana fried rice.
It's
not.
I undersoyed the fried rice, but if that's
not
soy,
your only mistake.
And the chicken pieces were giant, not cut right.
We went through it. My knife
It wasn't
skills,
seasoned well.
I'm not Bobby Flay here, okay? So,
but you said it was the same. You said you recreated Benihana's fried rice.
Okay, the knife skills, having the pieces of carrot cut to the tiny little squares that
But
Benny
you said you recreated it.
The flavors.
But
that was the worst part, was the flavor.
It was lacking a little soy. Okay. Everything else amazing.
That's not true.
My garlic butter nailed it.
All right, that's not true, but whatever.
Okay.
So we dealt with that.
Yes.
But to say you can recreate a fast food item, which has got to be really difficult, is beyond crazy to me.
Yeah.
And to do my favorite is even crazier.
I know, right? That's why it's so impressive.
So immediately she places the McSky, I'm going to call it, because it is not a McRib.
Oh, rude.
In front of me, and I go, well, we have several issues, and I haven't even tasted it yet. The first issue is
the paper plate. I know.
Look at the size of this patty. The size of the patty is not even 3/4 the size of the bun.
I was gonna trim the buns.
Way too big.
Yeah. So
but that's the size of a McRib bun. That's about the size of a McRib bun.
Is that the same size?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
Hey!
You're talking to the foremost McRib expert who made the very first one in Gilroy, California.
Right, but you are talking to the chef. So the chef
will
let you know that I intended to trim the bun for you, but ran out a little bit of time.
Why didn't you make a bigger patty?
Because you had to make the patties a day in advance and freeze them, and I made them too small.
Well, clearly, so it's your fault.
Okay, yes.
Now,
again, the flavors will be there.
Now, I am visually looking at the sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is incorrect.
Wow.
This sauce is way too dark than the McRib sauce.
Oh, is the McRib sauce
it's
lighter?
It's much lighter and much more of a auburn hue.
What? An auburn hue? That is very specific.
Well,
who are you talking? If you say, I am going to recreate something.
But the fact you use the words auburn hue, like, I don't even know what that really means.
Well, that's, again, if you say you're going to recreate something, it needs to be spot on.
Yeah.
Now,
that's good.
The next issue.
What?
Is, what did I say about the pickles? How many pickles do you get?
3.
3 pickles.
Right? Yeah.
3 pickles.
You got 3.
What do we got here?
1, 2, 3.
1,
2.5. Yes.
2. What the hell is that?
That's your third.
That's not a full pickle.
Well, how about mine?
Okay, that's a half pickle.
One, and then one really long one.
Yeah, you got a weird pickle.
One.
You got a
huge
weird pickle there.
There's exactly 4 slivers of onion on my McRib.
Is that too much? Too little?
Way too little.
Too little.
And
way too little.
And they're supposed to be thick. Aren't they slivers?
They're medium-sized
Yeah, again,
slivers.
we recognize that
knives,
that is way too large.
That one is
That
a
one
little
is
thick.
way too large.
That one's a little thick.
We recognize that Sky has issues with knife cuts.
Yeah, knife skills.
So-
All
In
right,
general,
right.
she has issues.
Okay.
rude.
So
I mean,
there's several issues.
I'm putting my soul on
Obviously
a plate for you guys right
Obviously, the toast
My
on the
soul
bun
on
is
a plate.
incorrect, but I'll give you a pass on
Okay.
that. Equipment issues, whatever.
Yes.
Wait.
So now it comes down
Wait,
to taste.
do we put our top on? Because
She didn't put the top on for you.
Oh,
we put the top.
Wait,
kitchen
let me
got
just
confused.
take off some of this bun
Yeah, do that. Yeah, just
so
rip
there's
off.
not all bread on my first bite.
Yeah, make it fit right.
So you're telling me I'm going to take a bite of this, and it's going to immediately transport me to Mickey D's, the Golden Arches, and I'm going to be like, oh, McRib season.
You're gonna be like, where are my fries?
I know, dude. I know.
Look at all this bread
Look at-
I've just peeled off.
Look at this.
We've already covered this, you jerks.
Oh my god.
Okay, we've already covered this.
Insanity. All right. So I guess
I'm so scared.
We take a bite.
we dig in.
I'm scared to
Here
do
we
it.
go.
It doesn't
I will just do
look
it.
right. It doesn't smell right.
I couldn't find buns with little like sesame seed or
So
whatever they're on,
yeah,
whatever
that's
it's supposed to
incorrect
be.
as well.
Whatever
But
it's supposed to be.
you know, they've already taken it.
Look at Emily's
I
face.
thought we were going in.
Look at Emily's face.
Here we go.
Okay.
I know exactly what a McRib is supposed to taste like
Okay, let's
because
go.
I've had thousands.
Get ready to be impressed, bro.
Here we go. Wrong. Everything about this is wrong.
Everything.
Yeah, it's not great, Sky.
Everything
The
about
fried rice was better.
it. Everything about it's wrong.
Wow. Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah,
what just happened?
it's
You just got hit with something.
Well, the sauce is disgusting.
Yeah.
The sauce is gross.
Oh.
It's very
It tastes-
salty.
It's beyond salty.
It's so salty.
Oh my god.
That is the one comment last night that me and my husband had about how salty it was.
It's so salty, Sky.
Yeah.
What did you do? Just dump
my
salt
God.
all over it?
No, the recipe called for salt in the meat, and then it called for salt in the sauce.
You can salt things, but you've over salted.
Well, no, I followed the recipe to the T, where it says 2 teaspoons of salt, and I did 2 teaspoons of salt. It's not like I'm Salt Bay over here,
Okay,
doing
easy,
it.
Easy. So the sauce couldn't be more wrong. It tastes nothing like the McRib sauce.
Nothing?
The patty is disturbing. It's not rib flavored meat whatsoever. It is dry and it's got a weird texture to it. Do you get that too, Emily?
Yeah, it's just it tastes like a burger patty.
Kind of.
It's because
Yeah.
it's just ground.
I just taste
pork,
salt.
Yeah, yes. The slivered onions are not, they don't add anything
I'd like
to
more.
it. The pickle is not the same pickle. I don't know if McDonald's uses a special pickle.
They don't use dill?
But the pickle is wrong.
No?
It just doesn't taste right.
Oh, no pickles.
Everything about this is literally wrong.
It's one of the worst things I've ever had.
It's literally wrong. The salt, though, is you under-seasoned the fried rice and you over-seasoned the McRib.
Yeah, you put in this. Did you put soy sauce in here?
Yeah, something is wrong.
No, I
Something
did.
wrong here.
I did not put soy sauce in there.
There are no angels kisses.
Something is wrong here.
Zero angels kisses.
What about an angel's teardrop?
Nothing. There's
Nothing from an angel is
nothing.
in there. An angel fart.
Yeah. I mean, it does taste like fart, but not an angel's fart.
Not an angel's
Yeah, it's
fart.
pretty awful. I don't want to be mean, but
when you
it's
did
pretty
your
awful.
test run and you bit into that, you thought you nailed that?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here comes the truth.
I may have had to redo the sauce a little bit after we did our test run.
What do you mean?
So we did the test run, and
Give me a piece of gum or something. Oh my god.
and the recipe called to only make 1 cup of sauce for all these McRibs, and I didn't feel like that was enough. So I'm like, I'm gonna make double the amount of sauce to have enough.
Yeah, it's got
So-
a bathe in it.
Yeah, exactly. So I may have decided, you know what, smart, let's take an herbal break and
Excuse me?
let's come back and do this.
Okay.
And so I doubled the ketchup, and then I did not double any of the other ingredients. And then when the hubby and I ate it, it was very salty and ketchupy. So I then remembered, oh, you stoner, you forgot to double all the other ingredients. So I went back, put it back on the stove, added the ingredients I forgot, but skipped the salt the second time around because I'm like, it's already too salty. And then that is the sauce we have.
Yeah, it's awful.
I feel like it may have cooked a little long.
Yes, it's very molasses-like.
That's what it is. It's very molassesy. And then I have a question. Did you use regular ketchup or did you use weird organic ketchup?
Heinz organic ketchup.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It's organic, but it's Heinz organic.
Oh God,
Okay.
this is terrible.
Okay.
Okay, Thor, can you not?
So-
Can you not?
You this is an offensive thing that is in front of me. Can we now admit that we cannot recreate famous dishes?
Well, maybe pork is just not my thing.
No,
you
no,
know what I mean?
no,
like
no,
maybe
no.
it's I'm
You
not.
don't cook,
I don't,
bro.
No, I
You
gotta
don't
stick
cook,
to
bro.
chicken. Like chicken dishes are my
If you
jam.
said now I've made mistakes because I forgot to do this and I forgot to do this.
Yeah, I did. There's
You
some
don't-
forgetting in the kitchen.
You don't know how to cook.
But I mean, I'm getting great at it.
No, yes, this is disgusting.
That's
This is
amazing.
one of the worst things I've ever tasted in my life.
It's a little too salty.
No,
I'll give you that.
it
I'll give
tastes
you.
awful.
I'll give you
Terrible.
guys that.
It's
A little
It's
too
terrible.
salty.
I
So
want to call
God.
it something, but I can't
Yeah.
because we're not on the
It's a
podcast.
turd. It's a
blame
turd.
the recipe.
Turd on a bun.
Yeah.
No.
I'll
So-
put comments on that recipe online. Too much
No,
salt.
okay.
Too much salt.
No.
My friends
Oh my
say
We're now done
too much
with
salt.
Sky recreating things.
Yeah, this is the last one.
That's it.
This
Thank
is the last one.
God.
Wait,
Thank
what?
you.
I don't know if I
Thank
can
you,
eat
and-
again.
No.
Rude.
So gross.
Oh my god.